The Education Commission of the Catholic Archdiocese of Abuja has organized her maiden edition of Catholic Schools Inter-House Sports Competition for nursery and primary schools. The competition provided an opportunity for schools to compete amongst themselves for prizes and laurels. CTV's Tony Abba completes the report.
It was the first time the Catholic Archdiocesan Education Commission will be organizing inter-school sports competition for nursery and primary school in the Archdiocese. The competition was meant to discover talent in schools and to catch them young. The Director of Education Commission, Reverend Father Benedict Ahamoje, in his welcome address, stated that the Church is not new to sports and athletics, as the canon law made provision for it.
My pleasure to be here, and I humbly take on the responsibility of giving the welcome remarks for this occasion, which is the maiden edition of all Catholic primary and nursery schools sports competition. The Church is not new to sports, and in fact, the Bible itself makes reference to the importance of sports. St. Paul in his letter to the Corinthians says, I strain this body daily, and I do as if I am shadow boxing, for fear that after I have worked so hard, I may not be disqualified on the last day.
He appreciated the management of Regina Pacis College for hosting the maiden edition.
Thank you for accepting the onus of hosting this maiden edition. We are happy that you accepted this responsibility in strict time.
The Archbishop of Abuja, Most Reverend Ignatius Kaigama, who was represented at the competition by Monsignor Kenneth Enang, appreciated the Education Commission and all the participating schools. He added that sports is a unifying factor for us as Nigerians.
I commend you, and I thank all the organizers, the local LOC, the chairman, the school principal here, and all the heads of schools participating, and also our children. I ask God to bless you and ask God to be with us on this auspicious occasion. In sports, we make friends and cultivate enduring relationships. It fosters unity and joy. Today we witness this unity of our Catholic schools in the Archdiocese of Abuja.
The chairman of the local organizing committee, Reverend Sister Apollonia of the Handmaid International School, gave the rundown of activities for the competition to set the ball rolling.
The various events for today are football, 200-meter race, 100-meter race, and sack race for primary schools.
Various schools took part in the march past with special salute for the dignitaries. The nursery section kick-started the track event with a 5-meter dash, followed by the primary school pupils who took part in the 50-meter dash. There were other track activities such as filling the basket and sack race for both boys and girls. The parents were not left out in the competition as they took part in the 100-meter race. The field event featured a final football match between St. Aloysius Nursery and Primary School Area 3 Abuja and St. Peter Nursery and Primary School Abaji, with St. Aloysius winning the match by 1-0. High point of the competition was the presentation of medals and trophies to various winners in different categories. Martha Meserekodia emerged the overall winner in the 2022 Catholic School Inter-Sports Competition. Some of the dignitaries spoke to CTV News.
Sports is part of education, and education holds a key role in the development of a child.
Because of the situation in the country, and because we were hesitant whether to do or not to do, finally we say we're going to do that. So now the schools reduced to this number. So all the schools basically are supposed to take part in the match past. Then for the football match, we restricted it to 8 schools so that they will now play at the zonal levels before these 2 schools emerged. Now, for the field events, other field events, we said we restricted the games to this one you saw here, the basket, field, the basket, the sack race, and the other ones.
It is the first time this is ever happening in the Archdiocese. It's been a beautiful event so far. The purpose of this event is to bring together all the children schooling in the Catholic schools in the Archdiocese of Abuja for them to interact, to know one another, to exchange ideas and values, to meet each other, and to create a mutual kind of help between one school and the other. So far it has been a very interesting event. There have been athletic competitions, there have been field competitions, and practically all the schools within the Archdiocese, except 1 or 2, for particular reasons, were not able to make it. My message to the organizing committee is, first of all, a big thank you for putting their brains together, their efforts together, for the resources they've been able to gather to make this event come this far and this successful.
In Abuja, Tony Abba, CTV News.